What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. As you guys see by the title of the video, today we're going to be totaling up all of the stuff that I spent on this car. I have yet to do this at all. Every time I bought some parts for the car, I would write it down in my notes. And I have literally everything that I purchased for this car since day one. You don't know how long I've been waiting to add all this up. It's kind of scary. Before I get into it though, I just want to say that some of these parts that I sold, so I'm not going to add it to the total. And then I'm not going to also count like maintenance, oil change, gas, and all that. So long story short, I got this car when I was 20. I'm 23 years old. So I had this car for 3 years and I've been building this car for 3 years. You guys seen it on the channel before. I put tons of money into this vehicle, which I kind of regret because the bank still owns it. I already know at the end of this video, me adding everything up, I'm gonna be sad boy for real because I could have paid off the car. Back then, before I even started YouTube, I had a FRS. I had about 17,000 left to pay off that car, and I traded it upside down for this one right here. So that 5-6 grand went to this car. So this car was $22,000 they were selling it for, and then that loan or that money from the other car went to this one. So I ended up paying like 34 grand, 35 grand, somewhere around there, 34 or 35 or under. I can't remember. I know it's in the 30s, but I ended up spending that much for the car, and I spent $14,000 worth of payments already within those 3 years. $14,000, and I'm about to lose it because I have yet to tell you guys yet, unless you guys follow me on IG or have me as a friend on Facebook. I'm parting this car out soon, so I'm just trying to grind out a few more videos before this car is gone, because I have some video shoots and photo shoots done for this car that I want to have, like for memories and whatnot. And then after all that's done and the videos are done for YouTube, I'm gonna start selling everything off of the car, like taking it off and selling it. I sold my headers, my Killer Bee headers with the EWG kit. I sold that, and I sold some carbon fiber badges. Those weren't on the car, so I already sold it. I have a Catalyst Grimspeed J-pipe for sale and hella parts for sale, man. Like after these videos are done for YouTube and the photo shoots are done, I got all these parts for sale. I traded in the FRS for more space. I got a sedan now. As you guys see, I wanted a family in the future, of course, which is now. She's almost 2 years old. I'm gonna start by adding up all of the interior stuff, and then we'll work our way to the outside. Kind of following the notes right here, so I gotta literally scroll because they're not in order whatsoever. For this carbon fiber piece, like shipped, I paid $109 off of Subi Speed. Most of these parts are either Subi Speed, New Provision Racing, Team Mod Garage, and somewhat Import Image Racing. I don't really mess with import like that. And then if it's not new with them, I got this from like third party Facebook Marketplace, so the prices may differ, but this is just what I paid. So I don't know if I already mentioned it. I paid $109 for this shifter carbon fiber piece right here, and then for the e-brake I have it listed for $74. All of this, like the prices are shipped or used, like I already mentioned. So 74, 109. This e-brake button is aftermarket. I think it's Shift Solution Co. as well as a shift knob. But this button right here is just a black powder coated button or whatever, anodized. I paid $22. For the shift knob, I ended up paying $61. And then for the e-brake, the custom e-brake boot from Top Stitch Trim, I got this half camo bait for, I want to say it says $30 for both of you. That's a hella good deal. You guys can hit him up and literally make your own design and he can customize it. But $30, you can't beat that. For this carbon fiber piece right here, I got from Facebook Marketplace for $93. This armrest I got from Burns Auto. I paid $180. Shipped. Perfect fitment. I love it. Gotta flex the setup real quick. Alright, so as I was editing this video, just this one clip right here keeps on making my program crash. None of the other clips make it crash, but I'm going to show you guys what it's doing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this into Sony Vegas, and as soon as I move the mouse, this pops up. Every time I've tried multiple programs, I've downloaded this and another program, and it's doing the same thing. This was the only other one that would made it work, but after I rendered the video, literally half of the audio is cut. So once I get to like right here, it's like all silent. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the camera and let you guys watch the video through this camera. It's kind of sketchy, the quality is bad, I know. I just don't feel like remaking this clip. The clip was like 10 minutes long and I don't remember what I was saying the whole video, but I even uninstalled Sony Vegas and reinstalled it, and it's literally the same thing. I've downloaded older ones because right now I have 17, and it's literally the same thing. Maybe something is wrong with the file. It's not even letting me play it on the camera. It's freezing at the part where the audio cuts off. So it's obviously something wrong with the file, but for some reason it does let me play it on the computer. So I'm gonna go ahead and just play it through that. It's not even playing it through the damn computer now. Now all of a sudden it's working on the computer, so I'm gonna go ahead and play the clips. we're still on the middle. I got this Seikane Android head unit for $236 shipped from Allier. No problems. Most of these parts are already sold. They're just waiting for me to finish these photo shoots and video shoots that I have booked, and then I literally take it off and sell it. That's pretty much it for the middle though. Working our way to the XXX, I paid $15 shipped on the marketplace for this carbon fiber faceplate. The AP mount is by the AP guys. It's dialed. It's a defrost and an access port mount, so it's like easy access like that. I paid $50, I want to say it says on here. Yeah, $50 shipped for the mount. Paid $550 for the access port itself off of eBay, which I totally regret. You can find them nowadays for like $400 to $500. You can pay more if you want, but I wouldn't pay more than $5 for a used one. For these lights, these are OLM. I bought the whole package. So that says on here, it says $52. This includes literally the whole interior, and then as well as the trunk. While I'm looking at it, I paid $8 for this blind spot mirror, and then I paid like $5 for the sticker right here. I'm not even gonna include the stickers actually, so the price at the end of the video will not include the stickers. I paid like $50 from Subaru. This is OEM, it's a black version. I had them put it on when I got the steering wheel replaced for it peeling. No peel whatsoever. These overlays right here are 7D, so it looks like really realistic. Paid on eBay for $9.99 shipped. Oh, while we're on the access port, I see on my notes that I paid $550 for a Pro Tune by Drunk Man. That includes like a dyno and all that. This Surikawa, I paid $29 shipped. Straight from Japan. Before this 70 one, I actually had a 40 and I paid $6 shipped for that. So I'm gonna total that up at the end of the video. These Max Piter floor mats right here. I got fronts and the rears, which is a pretty good fit. These are way better than any of the aftermarket mats on the market. I got those mats for $141 shipped, front and back, off of Amazon. We had a hurricane. I had rain guards installed and the hurricane blew it away. It was a category 5. I got those rain guards off of eBay and I paid, while I'm looking at it, $34 for that. And I also had some carbon fiber badges, front and rear, from Subi Speed. I paid $110 shipped. Hurricane also damaged that. So that's all money that was thrown away. While we're still talking about the hurricane, I had a front lip that I paid $127 for that I actually ripped off, so I'm still gonna total that up. I had a JDM grill that I paid $100. The hurricane messed that up as well, so I paid $100 for the grill, the JDM grill, and $127 for the lip. And then I ended up selling the side skirts, the base on our side skirts. I can't remember how much I sold them for, but I did buy them for $179. I'm trying to think if that's it for all of the interior stuff, because I really don't have nothing else to talk about. Oh, the Jdm Coin Tray I ended up paying $25 for. So the OEM, like if the car was stock, this would just be the fuse. Like there wouldn't be like a coin tray right here. It's really stupid, but it's just the little things that matter. Actually, now that I'm seeing this, the steering wheel trim, I actually paid $25 from Subaru. I thought it was $50, but it was $25. This black piece right here. Oh, there's a shift stop under this boot. I paid, it says $15. I'm not even gonna take it apart. So I paid $15 for the shifter stop. That's like, takes away the first and second gear slop. And like, so look, if I turn to the right, you see how much slop there is? Like, it's like a stop for the, I don't know, throw it in first and second gear. So that was $15. And then I also have a brass shifter bushing under the car, like by the transmission, that I paid $10 for. This piece right here, I did have carbon fiber, but it wasn't for my year that I bought. I paid $85 for that. Oh, Drift Dialex, this monitors my tire pressure. I ended up paying $155 ship for that. While we're on the ATIs, I also had to buy some TPMS sensors, $37 brand new. And I also had a Grillcraft grill that I paid $158 shipped. That grill is discontinued. I ended up switching, going back to OEM. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pop the trunk and show you guys the trunk setup, because that's pretty much it for the interior, other than the trunk, which we're about to move to now. So here is the trunk setup. I have a 12-inch Scar with this custom Stealth Wicked box. So I got this box, this custom box on the marketplace that I found for $220. This box is like $350 new. I paid $220 on the marketplace. I had to come up off of that. And then I got the amp, the Scar amp, and this Scar 12-inch sub. brand new. So I paid, I want to say $181 for the amp and then $106 for the sub itself, so that's not bad. Trying to organize what I already discussed, but as I'm deleting some stuff, I bought these knobs right here. Under this little piece right here is chrome. These are like aftermarket. I don't want to yank them out yet, but I paid $10 for that. Now that all the interior stuff is done, we're gonna move to the outside, of course. So I'm gonna start with, their decals aren't even on the back. Actually, it's these brake decals. I paid $12. I actually had black ones first because the brakes were red, so the black showed good, and then now the brakes are black, so the red stickers. So I had paid $6 each for stickers. They came with front and rear, so I got 2 colors, so obviously that was $12. And then we're gonna work our way to the rear. On the rear spats, I paid $33 shipped for that. For those Cosmoses I had, I actually got those wheels for free because of the Hurricane, as I mentioned earlier. They didn't want to repaint my OEM, so they offered either new OEM ones or aftermarket within the same budget or whatever. So I got those Cosmoses for free. I got them powder coated matte bronze by Major League Coating. They were $100 a wheel, so I got all 4 powder coated. That was $400 a powder coat, which isn't bad at all. These new Heritage wheels, I pretty much straight traded for the Cosmoses, but I did have to give him $180 because I had some problems with the shop dismounting my other wheels and putting them on the new tires or whatever. So I let him have the $180 because I just really gave him the $180 for like a down payment, so he would believe me that I wouldn't be scamming him, because I was 6 hours away from him and I had to go back home, which 6 hours back, and me taking his wheels and leaving him with nothing. So it was basically a payment to like, so he would trust me. So I gave him $180 and I was supposed to take it back, but it literally took like a month for me to give him his wheels. So I just let him keep the $180. So I pretty much paid $180 for these Heritage wheels. I'm gonna include that. While we're on the wheel topic, I had some OEM STI wheels that I paid $650 for that I got rid of. I can't remember why. And then now that we're done talking about the wheels, I am on BCBR suspension coilovers. I paid $750 used. And then I also had some 20mm spacers that I paid $100 for. I got these Burns Auto carbon fiber pillars that I recently re-cleared. That's before I cleared it, and that's like after. I did a pretty shitty job. There's like runs. You guys can see it on camera, but I don't care because this car is going soon. Like I said, I ended up paying, I think, $175 shipped for the pillars though. If you do get them, I do recommend clear coating them or ceramic coating them ASAP, because it only took 6 months, around 6 months, for it to fade and look like snake skin. Earlier I mentioned we had a Hurricane category 5. I had some black badges with the red WRX that I paid $18 for. The Hurricane destroyed those. I got these quick release latches for $20. Totally forgot to mention about the tires. I got some Achilles, all 4 for $291 shipped. Before these Achilles, I had some Indy 500s that I paid around $5 for. I'm also gonna include that. I have the ETS Extreme exhaust. I think it's a NVIDIA J-pipe, a Cobb intake, a Cobb boost controller. All of that was free. It came with the car, so that price is not included. This Vis hood, I paid, I'm trying to find it, I paid $1,400 shipped from Team Mod Garage. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it, and I did pay a little bit of stuff in here if I can find the thing. It's been so long. I paid $31 for the Perrin Sump Restrictor. I do have an install video on that if you guys want to check out the channel. This red top battery came with the car, and that's pretty much it for under the engine bay, because I didn't pay for the intake or none of that. But here's the BC coilovers. Did have a Perrin radiator shroud setup that I had in there that I paid $60 for and I got rid of. I'm gonna go front to back. We're gonna go ahead and start with the Canards. I got these Canards used for $125. These are APR Canards, and then this is an APR front lip, carbon fiber. I paid $400 for that, and then this middle black vinyl wrap I paid $50 for. For the retrofitted headlights, these are Amazon headlights that are retrofitted. I paid $998 for. Before these, I had the stock version and I paid $399 for them, so I'm also going to include that. Before this RGB setup, I had another RGB setup where it was just the low beam, high beam. That was just RGB. I paid $350 for. I got these Subi Bro plugs, paint match, for $19. And then I also have the Hellahorn with the Perrin mount. I got the Hellahorns powder coated bronze with the Cosmos wheels, so the powder coat was $50 and then the Hellahorns were $90. Before these plugs, I had the Cobb license plate delete and that was $77. These Subaru blacked out LED turn signals were $84. And while we're by the headlights, I did have the Diode Dynamic C lights and DRL harness for $140. This yellow film for the fog lights was around $19. It came with 2 sets of yellows and then the tail light film for the rear to black out your tail lights. This 70 badge was, I think, around $9, I want to say. I mentioned earlier that I had these carbon fiber and I sold them. I paid $77 for those. Like, seeing all my shit is reminding me that like there are some stuff that I missed and didn't put on these notes, so this isn't really going to be accurate of what I paid. And then also I forgot one of the other interior things, I guess you can call it, is I have an Aem fuel pump that I paid $124 for. Soon as I was closing my door, I see my phone mount. I paid $10 for that. Damn, this is gonna hurt me when I sell it, but I'm gonna be moving on and getting a house. So here is that Thrax, all carbon fiber setup. Get a look at that fitment. Before these spats, I bought some carbon fiber spats that I didn't end up liking because they didn't look like this. They were carbon fiber, which I like, but they didn't look like this. So I ended up paying $140 for. I have a Famoto oil valve that allows me to change my oil easier. I paid $28 for that. And I also had a Diode Dynamics LED flasher because I had hyper blinking, so I bought that. It just ended up being a loose wire at the front bumper when I kept on taking it on and off. Like I said, this car came catted. So I bought a catless J-pipe that I never got to install. I paid $120 for that. That was Grimspeed. Do have a check engine light for the O2 sensor, so I bought a OEM used O2 sensor for $45. This wing I got off the marketplace. This is Sabon. I got it used for $400. These wing stiffies I also got on the marketplace for $100 for both. They're usually brand new, they're $100 for each, but these are $100 for both. This setup is gas, straight carbon. I haven't yet to see anybody run this setup, so I think this is pretty unique. It's just gas. Look at that. Look at the way how that sun hits. Sheesh. And for the trunk, I got brand new for $785. This is Sabon. It comes with this carbon fiber piece already, just no badge. And also this one doesn't come cut. This Sabon one does come cut for the backup camera. For this license plate frame, I paid $25 for. It's reflective at night. These taillights, these are Subi taillights. I paid $550 for. These are brand new 3 years ago. Back in the day, I did have a ESC rear diffuser. It was aggressive as hell. It was like a shark fin. It was really aggressive. It ripped off because I'm so damn low. I paid $350 to $400 for that diffuser though. If you go back way long ago to my old IG post, you can see it. While we're back here, this is the F1 brake light, so it flashes. I paid for the brake light $170, and then I also bought the plug and play harness for $24. It connects to the taillights and it's just way easier. I don't have to splice or none of that. I don't feel like popping the trunk, but I have a Subaru valve cleaning kit. It's like for walnut blasting that I was gonna do soon and make a video on. I paid $100 for that kit and it's only a few small pieces. Like it's like a ripoff, low-key. I mentioned earlier that I bought a used Grimspeed catless J-pipe. I also bought a brand new gasket and J-pipe hardware. The gasket was $27 and the hardware was $32. So this is kind of a story time part. So before this carbon fiber setup, I had a Vis duckbill one. Is really aggressive. I love that setup. I just kind of missed the wing and I wanted more carbon fiber. So this setup right here, this is my dream setup and I'm glad I achieved. I wish I could keep this car longer so I can like vision it how I wanted to build it, because this car still had a long way to go for me. Like I wanted to bag it, I wanted to wrap it, I wanted new wheels. Kind of sad to see it go. I didn't get to see it finished, but like I said, I'll be getting a house soon, so that'll be way better. Who knows, maybe in the future I'll pick up another Subi or even upgrade. So now story time before this setup. Like I said, I had the Vis one. It was kind of local to me, 2 hours away. I paid pretty much $100 on top of the trunk, but I also gave him the Diode Dynamics C lights and the harness, and I want to say I gave him my retrofitted headlights, ones with the high beams and low beams that were RGB. I ended up giving him all that stuff and $100 for the Vis trunk. Before that Vis trunk, I had the OEM Pure Red STI wing. Damn, Sony, my camera got hot, so I'm just gonna probably chill in the car and finish off this video. I really don't remember what I was saying saying before my camera got hot. I think I was saying before the Vis trunk, I had the OEM STI trunk with the STI wing, kind of like my setup now, just OEM. So I had that trunk. I paid $100 for that trunk setup. I literally drove 6 hours away to Orlando. Man, I gave him my WRX trunk and I got my STI trunk that I always wanted. And when I had that set up, the middle piece for the license plate, I had that carbon fiber. I bought that trunk trim brand new for $159. My arm's getting tired as shit. Oh, actually, it was the top piece. The one that I showed you guys that the Save-On one came with, that was $159. And then the carbon fiber license plate backing by APR was $150. And that's all what I have down on my notes. I know damn well that I'm missing some stuff. It was just like, I do this with all my cars. Like I just started with this car right here. At one point with this build, I just realized I was like, fuck, I'm buying so much stuff. I need to make notes of this. That's pretty much it for today's video. That's pretty much all that I have listed on my notes that I spent so far on this build for 3 years. Had to switch arms. Once this video's up, I may grind out one more video with this car, maybe two, who knows. And then this car might be sold. I might keep it for a little bit, let it sit in the garage. That way I'm not driving it and running up the miles, because I currently have 48, 200 and something, so 40, a little bit over 48K. My homie Miguel, you guys have not seen his new car before. You all seen it. I don't even think I put him on the channel before, but I need to show you guys his car that he picked up recently. He had a 370Z, or he still has it, but he drives his new car way more. He will be on the channel a lot because he has a Subi now. I kind of spoiled it right there. He has a Subi. He's going to be buying lots of new parts for it. So there's going to be tons of Subi content. Please don't subscribe. I grinded this channel. I started making videos when I had 75 subscribers, and ever since I've started posting Subi videos, I've gained over 300 subscribers. I think I'm at like 325 right now, and I want to thank all of you guys for subscribing. This car means a lot to me. It grew my channel, it started my channel. But on to bigger and better things. I promise you guys, once I get this house, the next build is gonna be crazy. Thank you guys for staying. If you unsubscribe, unfollow me on Instagram, I understand, it's no biggie. But I just thank you guys that are staying and supporting me. I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.